Gyebi the Mogul is not who you think he is, and by the end of this video, I'll review who he truly is to you all. But first, let's watch this video.
You know, me, I'm a married counselor, okay?
Oh, okay.
I have done this over 20 years. Recently, a gentleman called me and said, I have seen my wife different. And she's not the wife I married about 18 years ago. And I said, what is happening? He said, no, he doesn't. She's kind of throwing things at me. She doesn't respect anything. Now even she doesn't even, she used to. So you know, I queried the guy. I said, okay, try to go home because I know what time these people come online. I said, try to go home at this time and see what she's watching on TikTok. She went home, and I will mention the name. She went home, he went home, and the wife was watching Gyebi. I will mention his name because Gyebi know me.
Gyebino.
Gyebi, and then the guy called me and said, I said, yes, your wife is following this feminist group, and that is where she's coming from. They have married for 18 years with 4 children.
Oh wow.
As I'm talking right now, Jude, I'm talking right now, their marriage is on the rock.
Do you understand? It's happening.
No, you still don't get it. I know what
listen,
you see.
I don't care what they say about Sronipa on their platform. I don't care.
Oh, they know you?
Jude, I'm speaking from passion. I'm speaking from what I'm seeing. I'm speaking from what is happening. These women are destroying so many marriages.
Okay, but
we need to come
that
out.
That person is a guy though.
We need to meet them. It's too much.
Gyebi is an egotist, a person who is exceedingly conceited and expects everyone to validate him. And if you dare defy the status quo, he will drop you like hot plantain. Far from that, he will even be sure to publicly disparage you before his own audience. He is not an advocate for women. Only the women will sing his praises. I mean, listen to how they refer to him on the live.
You are better, bigger than that. Ena Miss Pesa Kai say, Miss say, we are ohene. Ohene any nkwa and that attitude.
So we will be a wasted Gyebi platform nacha. We realize say Gyebi weaponizes these women by feeding on their bitterness to fight both men and women who opposed his ideology. Now pay close attention to this particular video. Yeah, me babeboy.
We are all educating ourselves. We are all educating ourselves.
You realize say the guy was making polite submission devoid of insult, and Mbano gange up against the guy and started insulting him. Now Shadia Gyebi san ye waha. Or realizes say Mbano edi deep emana temeno. He started laughing. Oh my goodness.
It's not okay.
Someone Gyebi, he's laughing at them. So in Gyebi's mind, he's using the bitterness of these women to fight his opposers. But the ladies in question do not know they are being used. One of the other strategies of Santa use to say, so we obema now on the platform swa. Obeshada a use offensive words against men to trigger you the beman. And you want to careful, not a trigger wa. Now we're ganging man up, not with duatem ye. One particular example, a video ya wo babeshi, but unfortunately for them, the guy was too smart for them.
Bedroom matters in there kind of aggressive and attack.
No, we're not, because she always seems to give women names. What about you men who also sleep around?
Those men are womanizers. All right. There's no. All right. No one way street.
He intentionally brought in that gentry Bema to trigger the guy, but unfortunately in the plan namfa. So only Monique a gange up. So I'm be introducing more words to trigger the guy. But Shadia is here.
The name is Gigolos. That's the name.
Gigolos, yeah, that too.
Yeah, if you don't know, I'm correcting you.
I don't know, but yeah, you're right. Gigolos.
Okay. Yeah, let's come up with a word.
Someone has some kind. Also, let's come up with a word that ebekano. So in Gyebi's mind, his main motive is to trigger you, the guy on his platform. Na so trigger we are. Now Sheda gangi up all these better women on his platform to insult you the more. One particular example a support asemo making a video ya wo ba behwe. Now the guy who got triggered in this video is Sronipa. But unfortunately for Sronipa no, Monique started say insulting first into Otregano. But unfortunately for him, all the women on the platform ganged up and insulted him the most.
Foolish man, you cannot talk to me.
Queen, stay away from this.
You cannot talk to me. Go and
listen, Monique, I can talk to you. You are a human being. You are a woman and you should show some respect on this app. Okay? I'm not afraid of you, Queen. I'm not afraid of you, Monique. And I'm not afraid of any of you here. So if you want to come up tough, I will meet you tough.
Shut up.
Let me tell you this. If you want to come up tough, I will meet you tough.
Now pay close attention to Gyebi's facial reactions whilst the ladies were insulting Sronipa. You can clearly see, say, he was enjoying the ladies insulting Sronipa.
You are nothing but something that nobody sees. Those women that you are destroying, you can't destroy any woman on this earth.
I am sorry, Sronipa.
How many marriages have you broken? How many marriages have you broken? You don't know, I know your history.
Queen.
Now the reason why Gyebi is telling Queen to keep quiet is because Gyebi's first weapon is Monique. So if Queen keeps quiet, Gyebi can now use Monique to insult Sronipa the more. Watch what happens.
Gyebi, I'm telling you this. The next time Monique mention my name on your page, trust me, I will be the first person to see a page on TikTok.
Nasa, we a host of a show. Now allow these better women to insult your fellow man. Now you as the host, why you high ashe, so be insulting them more. Now instead of you to call them to order, you are rather enjoying the insult. Then which kind of moderator are you?
Born on 3rd July 1984 in Ghana, Gyebi moved to Colorado, USA, to live with his mother. Despite numerous opportunities and scholarships that could have paved the way for a successful future, Gyebi squandered them, opting instead for a path of deviance and crime. His actions have painted a disturbing portrait of a man who is not only a social misfit but also a dangerous individual with a fraudulent mindset. Gyebi's criminal activities began with credit card fraud, through which he and his associates amassed close to $1 million. Their illicit scheme came crashing down when a botched attempt at target led to the arrest of his friends, though Gyebi managed to evade capture. His criminal inclinations did not end there. As a security guard at Best Buy, he engaged in theft of electronic gadgets, resulting in his imprisonment at Arapahoe County Jail in Colorado. Rather than reforming, Gyebi's release from jail marked the continuation of his unscrupulous behavior. His relationship with his ended violently when he physically assaulted her, prompting her to report the incident to the police. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Gyebi fled the USA, dodging TSA protocols to return to Ghana.
I have spoken about the cult-like characteristics of Gyebi and his entire movements, juxtaposing it to Jim Jones and the People's Temple of Indiana in the 80s. And the more I see happen, the closer this comparison gets. But what makes a group of grown women blindly and sheepishly follow a man like this and not see through him? Well, it's because Gyebi is playing a very special role. There are no platforms on the internet where a man creates spaces for women to come and talk about their problem. And so, once he fills that role, he will be protected from scrutiny no matter what he does, even if it is putting another woman down.